Two prisoners on hunger strike in protest against Iran regime's medieval rules. Ebrahim Sadeqi Hamedani and his 22-year-old son Salar Sadeqi Hamedani went on hunger strike in protest to inhuman treatment and medieval sentences by the mullahs regime against them since September 25. They were arrested on April 23, 2019. The mullah judiciary under Ebrahim Raisi, the ruthless Chief Justice, sentenced both of them to a 16-year prison term. They were accused of membership in the People's Mujahedin Organization of Iran and propaganda against the regime. On their 9th day of hunger strike, they demand to be transferred to Tehran. The Iranian Resistance has called for urgent action by the UN Secretary General, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, UN Human Rights Council, and related UN rapporteurs, Amnesty International, and all other human rights organizations to free all political prisoners, especially these two on hunger strike in Iran. Iran-linked hackers tried to compromise presidential campaign, Microsoft says. A hacking group that appears to be linked to the Iranian government attempted to break into US President Donald Trump's re-election campaign, but were unsuccessful, sources familiar with the operation told Reuters on Friday. Microsoft announced Friday that it had seen significant cyber activity from a group of hackers that it believes originates from Iran and is linked to the Iranian government. Microsoft said its threat tracking operation found the group attacked 241 email accounts associated with current and former US government officials, journalists, prominent Iranians outside Iran, and one US presidential campaign. In a 30-day period between August and September, the group, dubbed Phosphorus by Microsoft, made more than 2,700 attempts to identify consumer email accounts belonging to specific customers. Iran education workers protesting in two major cities. A group of education workers in the city of Isfahan, central Iran, held a gathering outside the education department on Thursday, protesting not receiving any answers to their demands. The participants in this gathering held signs reading, "End the warmongering and start thinking about us," in a reference to the Iranian people's opposition to the regime's meddling in other countries, such as Syria, and supporting terror groups abroad. Teachers would rather die than live in shame. Justice, justice, this is the people's call. We will not rest until our demands are met. Education workers held a similar protest gathering in Tabriz outside the regime's education department in response to a call for such a gathering. Exhibition outside UK Parliament on Iran's 1988 massacre ahead of World Day against the death penalty. The Anglo-Iranian community held an exhibition on Friday outside the UK Parliament about 1988 massacre of thousands of political prisoners in Iran. Some 30,000 political prisoners, primarily affiliated to the opposition People's Mujahedin Organization of Iran, were mass executed by Iran's regime in 1988. The event in London, in anticipation of the World Day against the death penalty, aimed to raise awareness about one of the worst crimes against humanity of modern times and demand accountability for officials of the Iranian regime responsible for serious human rights violations in the country.